So after seeing a few reviews for some of these Amazon saws, these portable saws, I decided to get on a search and see which one might be the cheapest. And I found a fairly decent one for $43. Comes with a couple batteries, a couple extra chains, a few tools, a little bit of oil. It doesn't come with the case that most do, but those usually start out about $75. Based on the options and the free delivery at $43, this is a must-have to try. So we'll go ahead and order this now. I've never heard of this DNTI company before, but it seems to be marketed to a lot of different countries. We'll go ahead and give this a quick unboxing and see what the contents are. Instruction manual. It's got some setup and maintenance and upkeep instructions on here. This looks almost like a blade measurement and fixture tool. Spare chain. Safety goggles. Charger and a couple batteries. Batteries have a quick test on there. It gives 3 lights. They're not perfectly lined up, but it's pretty well charged. For our test, we'll just use it with the default charging instead of trying to charge it up to full and see what we get out of it. Flathead screwdriver. And of course the chainsaw. This one's actually come fully assembled. There is a reservoir for oil and a little pump here to keep the blade lubricated. Blade feels pretty sturdy, pretty on there, and that's the guard to prevent debris from coming back. It's got a little safety. You press that in and pull the trigger. That way you're not accidentally setting it off. At the bottom of the box, we've got a little wrench to tighten the bolt and remove the guard, and a little bit of lubricating oil. Other than not having a case, it's actually a pretty good assortment of tools and pieces for $43. And that's $43 Canadian. It'd be something like $30 US. We'll hit the oil pump a few times, get the chain lubricated before we give it a test. seems to be working mostly well. We'll go and prune a couple branches. This spot here is probably about 1.5 inches, just shy of 2 inches. Try to juggle the GoPro and not have this kick back on. Just made quick work out of that branch. Do some tidying up and see if we can get some mini logs out there. You can see it's got a little bit of kickback here, not completely gripping. Might need to sharpen that pin up a little bit. After a few minutes of trimming and chopping, I've probably got about a dozen small logs here, about 1/2 inch to 1 inch in diameter, some a little bit smaller. Still going strong, and the battery life is still almost full. It mulches that little stuff pretty well. This is a fair bit of green stuff, so it is getting a little bit jammed and wedged in there. Not the cleanest cuts on some pieces. This was the one I was trying to trim all the little twigs off, and really had a little bit of kickback going on there. And a fairly substantial piece wedged in here. After about 15 minutes, we're at 2 battery bars, so not too bad. Should be able to get about an hour's worth of work between the 2 batteries. We'll see how it does against some fines. Pretty much mulched and massacred it pretty well. $43, not a bad deal. Until the next one.